Fulani, tarehe 23, ukiraramika na mimi nalaramika, ukikaza na mimi nakaza. Zamu hii utanyoosha maelezo, haina mbambamba.
All right, welcome once again. Welcome to Pitchside. We've been talking about the Kariakoo Derby and how it's a matter of life and death in Tanzania ever since we touched down. Now, the TV angle is what you need to know, especially with the Kariakoo Derby. How does it go down? And what does it take for, the Kariakoo Derby to be beamed live for millions of people to watch? Pitchside has made a short trip to Azam TV, and they are definitely going to be here to actually explain to us and tell us in depth what it takes to have a Kariakoo Derby on TV and executed perfectly. The one person that decides what goes and what doesn't go is Christina Korosso, who is the sports manager or head of sports at Azam TV, and she joins me. Christina.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How's Uganda?
Uganda is fine. Can I just say, I'm just trying to teach you how to greet.
Okay.
When I say Jebareko, you respond by saying nawe Jebareko.
Nawe Jebareko.
Jebareko?
Nawe Jebareko.
Oh, fantastic.
So we just say mambo and you say poa. Mambo?
Poa.
Okay, we're good.
All right, nice to have you on Pitchside.
Thank you.
The Kariakoo Derby is, I don't know where I can start from, but the time that I've been in Dar es Salaam, it's one of the biggest events that people have in Tanzania and of course in the East Africa region. Christina, as someone who is born and bred in mainland Tanzania, what does the Kariakoo Derby mean to you as a person?
Kariakoo Derby is a lifestyle. It's a culture. Kariakoo Derby it's a religion. Kariakoo Derby is politics. Kariakoo Derby is life. Kariakoo Derby is everything.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Any experiences you can share with me that you've grown up with the Kariakoo Derby?
Quite a few, actually.
Yeah.
Because I grew up around football.
Yeah.
My father used to be a football coach.
Yep.
And there's a lot of experiences that we've had firsthand.
Yes.
One in particular, growing up, should have been around 7, probably 8. Simba and Yanga were playing that day, and I remember my dad had traveled to Germany and he brought these tracksuits for us, so all of us were showing off.
Yes.
And we used to like watching the game with friends in the streets where we used to live.
Yes.
So that day Simba won, and one of our playmates was a Yanga fan.
Yes.
I can't remember the exact year. And unfortunately, because everyone was making fun, the family and everybody, and she got really mad, and she took her life.
Wow, that's so
At that
sad.
age, I think she must have been 2 or 3 years older than me. She took her life. Why? Because her team lost, and people were making fun of her. So when we say it's life, it's a lifestyle, it's a culture, it's a religion, I mean exactly that. From a kid as young as 2 or 3 years old, they understand when they say I'm Simba or I'm Yanga or I'm any other team, they actually mean it. It's not a passive
It's
confession.
actually deep.
Very deep.
As head of sports at Azam, you have a lot of things to look, touch and go ahead of the derby.
Absolutely.
For someone who really is not in the know, just try and break down for us what it takes for TV to broadcast this game, from the promos to the preparation. How does it go down? It
takes hours of preparation.
Yeah.
And of course, it involves quite a lot of departments. Yes. For Tanzanians to see the derby on TV, it takes hundreds of people, a teamwork, lots of meetings, long hours, planning, deciding. Just the slogan itself is an issue.
Yes.
Like, what slogan are we going with? That's the first question. Because once you get the slogan, then everything else falls in place. Yes. What kind of promotion are we going to be doing this time? What kind of words? Who are we going to use for these promotions? What kind of pictures? You understand?
Yes.
And even the pictures, as you can see, we have some displayed here.
Yes.
They are also very sensitive issue. You may use a picture that has a last season jersey.
Yes.
And your head, you understand?
Yes.
They will take your head just for that, because you used a jersey that is for the past season, or a player that has already moved to another team.
Yes.
You understand? So
yes.
these details are very important. And then also planning now, how is the day going to be? It's not about the 23rd itself.
Yes.
It's about the 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks prior to the 23rd, as we are discussing the upcoming derby. Yeah. It's getting the Tanzanians to have their awareness first that we have a derby. Simba and Yanga are playing.
Yes.
Wow. So first thing we go on the streets. So what are your views? Because everyone is watching Simba and Yanga play on day-to-day with other teams.
Yes.
And if you're a Yanga fan, you know the strengths and weaknesses of your team. And of course, you're watching the opponent. So everyone has a view there. Like, what do you think is going to happen? Is your team going to perform well? Who do you think is going to win? You understand?
Yes.
So everyone will speak for their teams. I know my team is going to win because we have so and so and so. These are the key players. They're going to do this and they're going to do that. We have 3 goals or 4 or 5 goals. You understand? So
yes.
the preparation starts from within out. And then when we talk about the exact day itself,
yes.
whoa,
it's crazy.
It's crazy. Because everything has to go seamlessly. Everything from
and equally.
Equally. The balance.
Yes.
I mean,
talk to me about the balance between Yanga and Simba on TV when you're trying to promote the derby.
Okay, Simba and Yanga, they're like brothers, twins.
Yes.
So if you buy one a shirt, the other must get the shirt.
Same.
If you buy a trouser, the other one must. Same. Everything has to be balanced completely.
Yes.
Like, you cannot have 3 promos of Simba and have 1 for Yanga, or 4 promos of Yanga and have 2 for Simba. They have to be equal. Everything.
And that is noticed by
hundreds,
fans,
if not thousands of people. I mean, let me give you an example. You go on our social media,
yes,
and then you find today, on the 20th of October,
yes,
5 posts of Yanga have gone up,
yes,
and only 3 of Simba. It's an issue. you get the seriousness
yes,
of it.
I understand.
So when you have kids at home, it's the same. You can't bring a sweet for one and not give the other.
Wow.
That's what I'm saying. It's a religion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's move to the day of the derby. We're going to talk cameras and equipment. To what extent, how many cameras usually do you people use, and who do you focus on really on the derby? It's match day, cameras, people you focus on.
It's a big production.
Yes.
Very big production. We have 2 OB vans.
Yes.
1 standby in case of an emergency.
Yes.
That's how serious it is. We have 15 camera set.
15 cameras?
15 camera set. And each camera has 2 people.
Operators?
Operators. We have, I think, if not 2 or 3 directors, we have producers in and out. A producer on the field, producer in-house. We have a team of presenters that are going to be analyzing the whole game, the whole day. We have programs from 7 in the morning. From 7 in the morning, people are working, yes, until the referee says game over. People are working all the way to the evening.
So that's, I mean, it tells you that this is more than just a football game.
Dar es Salaam stops. When Simba and Yanga are playing, everything
yes,
else stops. It's just Simba and Yanga. So you have the technical team running around. You have the IT guys running around, making sure the network is working properly. You have security itself,
yes,
all over the place.
Yes.
You understand? So
yeah,
it's a humongous production for us.
All right, as we leave the derby slightly into the general perspective of the league, the content of both of these teams, how have you people as Azam TV managed to make sure that you keep at hope with getting content for both teams? And since they are really followed that much, how have you been able to put them under your wings and get that content exclusively?
I think for both of us, it's business. It's
yes,
business for them, it's business for us. We have a platform where they can showcase anything
yes,
that they have. And they have content that we need to showcase on our TV.
Yes.
So for us, of course, we have to go an extra mile, probably more contracts with the teams, yeah, to get that exclusive right to their content. Yeah. You understand? So yeah, for us, it's an investment. Yes, we have to invest into these teams in order for us to get the content.
All right. I'm seeing both teams smiling to the bank with very good money. The league has other teams involved, of course, that play in the league. as someone who's been in television for a while, would you say that this rivalry is going to spill over to teams like Namungo, you know, and the other teams that play in the league?
I think it's already spilling. I mean, with the investment that has been made in the league by Azam, the whole reason was to make sure that all the teams get the equal facilitation.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
So today we don't have any team that will say we don't have money to get players, or we don't have money to pay players. You understand? So that facilitation was to strengthen the teams, so that tomorrow they won't say Simba and Yanga are doing okay because they have money. You see, now we have all the teams that are in the league, the 16 teams, all of them are facilitated in order to perform well. So the competition has gone high. And this season actually, 10% has been added on top already.
How much?
So every year, we're talking about 200 billion. So add an extra 10%
for this season that is coming up.
We're already in it.
You're already in it. Yeah, five, 6 games into
we're already in it. So every season, a percent increases. So it's a challenge for them to perform. If you don't perform, you go. It means you don't get this facilitation. So every team has an obligation to perform to their highest.
Yes. Finally, what would you advise other countries in the region to do to actually have this level? Because when you talk about 15 cameras and
not just cameras, not just cameras.
Yes, like
not toys.
Cameras, like high definition,
worth hundreds of millions of money.
You can only look at maybe the Kariakoo Derby and the Soweto Derby that come close. What does, or what is done different in Tanzania that other countries need to copy? Uganda, Kenya, you know, what should they do to actually reach this level of derbies? First
of all, it's a business. They need to look at it that way.
Yes.
And it costs quite a lot of money. So a lot of investment is required. And it's something that cannot be done by two people or the federation itself. The government needs to be involved in it, because our government is involved heavily in it to make sure that everything is operated smoothly. But then also investors. You see, I mean, if Azam cannot do it on its own, that's why we have NBC Bank.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
And we have many other sponsors that have come in to support. So if other African countries can sit down and have a plan, you see, if you really want to have your league, your national league, to be to the level where we are, and we are still pushing further, it means great minds need to sit down and have a plan. You see, this is where we want to go. And they can even come to Tanzania. I mean, we are brothers and sisters. For instance, Uganda, Kenya, and all these other African nations, we are brothers and sisters. So you can come and say, how did the Tanzanians do it? How are they doing it?
Yes.
Where are we failing? What are our strengths? Where can they do better than us?
Yes.
You see, so no one is an island. We all want Africa to be great, and we all want our sports to be great.
All right, finally, not so many women you know, have the opportunity to be in your position and run the show. And I'm pretty sure, you know, there are, you know, young ladies out there who are in sports. In Uganda, we have female journalists who are trying to make it through. What's your advice to the ladies out there in a male-dominated environment, to be very honest?
Be tough, but don't lose yourself.
Yes.
God created you a woman for a reason. We have soul. A man always thinks with the brain.
Yes.
We think with the heart. You have to be tough. It's not a job for a crybaby.
Yes.
It's very political. Takes a lot of time, lot of work, but also team. I mean, I'm surrounded by great people, and I don't do everything by myself, and I can't take the credit for myself. It's each and every person that works under you that makes it happen. So, of course, you have to work hard.
All right. Thank you very much for joining me on Pitchside.
Thank you so much.
I can't wait for Sunday.
It's going to be magical.
The tagline is Haina Mbambamba.
Hakuna Haina Mbambamba. Actually, it's Haina Mbambamba.
Okay.
And you asked me earlier what Haina Mbambamba means. And I couldn't explain it to you because it's so Swahili. As in... okay, so you're asking a Simba or a Yanga fan who's going to win. You understand? So you were like, hey, man, we got it. Haina Mbambamba, we're going to do this.
Oh, similar to that?
Yeah, similar to that. That's the best way I could explain it to you.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right.
Awesome.
Awesome.
See you on Sunday.
Okay. The Kariakoo Derby, we shall be bringing more updates on Pitchside. Keep it locked.